Hi, folks. It's me, Michael Bach, and this is another episode of Lunchtime Learning on SHRM's Inclusion 2023 conference taking place in Savannah, Georgia from October 30th to November 1st. Today, I'm joined by Guillermo Mendoza, international speaker and executive coach with Impact Coaching Solutions, whose session titled The Three Big Chasms of New Diverse Leadership takes place Monday, October 30th at 10:30 a.m. Welcome, Guillermo.
Thank you, Mike. A pleasure to be here.
Well, I am very interested in the title of your topic, The Three Big Chasms of New Diverse Leadership. Tell me all about it.
Yes, it came to me that it was important to put in a single presentation what I have found in almost 15 years of coaching executives. I've been coaching leaders as an executive coach most of the time with emerging leaders and high potentials, but also senior executives that have a lot of experience in management, a lot of experience in leadership, and the problems are very similar. And what I have found with all these executives is that there are three big chasms, three big gaps that are not allowing them to be the best leader that they can be in their leadership, and it very related to diverse leadership. So the first one is that there is a all leadership school thinking and a new leadership school thinking. And it's not a surprise that we are already moving a lot because of the new generations to new thinking, but we are also a little stuck in the old leadership thinking because the baby boomers was the largest generation. We know that's why they got the name of baby boomers. They produce the most number of babies. And now organizations are facing that the same thing that happened in our private life, like getting knowledge from grandpa and from our fathers on how to do the adulting that they call it today, and how to navigate life, how to get at work, all that. That is the way we started working. So some of us, I am a baby boomer. I almost made it to the next one, but I am a baby boomer. And I grew with that knowledge, with those ideas of be strict, be a command in your job, work hard, keep going up the ladder, the executive ladder, until the highest position you can get. And you are here to work, not to make friends. And all these ideas that actually we got them in our childhood and teenage years, we call them in coaching limiting beliefs and empowering beliefs. They are creating an operation manual for us. They are creating the comfort zone. And for many leaders, still in organizations in high positions, they use that knowledge, they use that upbringing to command and to have their leadership styles. Now, the second chasm is the one about the multi-generational workforce. It's a little bit related with what I was talking about, the baby boomers. That was the largest generation. So now they are retiring. And the following generations are not as large in numbers. So the following generations are not enough to take on those positions that are being vacant now. And what that is creating is that we have now a mix in a workforce. We have young people, old people, organizations need to hire older people, and now you have younger managers managing older people, which creates some resistance and problems, and the other way around. So we have a variety on age groups that we didn't have before. And then the third chasm is the one on multicultural diversity. Because of COVID, remote work was accelerated. Remote work was happening already, and it was going to consolidate like 10 years from now. But because of COVID, it was accelerated. So now we have remote work more pervasive than before and adopted rapidly in many organizations. And that is creating that now my team doesn't have to be from this city. I can have my team with people from Thailand and from France and from South Africa. So that's creating a powerful environment for teamwork and team performance, because now I have multicultural upbringings, opinions, differences that spark innovation, spark creativity. But at the same time, they bring the challenges for this third chasm, which is I need to understand other cultures. I need to understand other ways of dealing with life and dealing with decisions and dealing with communications and assertiveness or not assertiveness. All these things play in the multicultural environments. So that's why I call that the third chasms.
What do you want attendees to come away from your session with a better understanding of, other than these three chasms?
My goal is not only to understand the 3 problems, but to go from this presentation with some ideas of what are the things that I should focus on as an HR professional in my organization to start tackling these challenges and to help my leaders be better leaders.
Right. Well, that sounds like it's going to be a really informative, jam-packed session. So thank you so much, Guillermo, for joining me today and taking some time to talk about your presentation. Remember, everyone, you can attend Guillermo's session on Monday, October 30th at 10:30 a.m. And you can catch my session, What Gets Measured Gets Done, Measuring Success in Inclusion, Diversity, Equity, and Accessibility, on November 1st, Wednesday at 7:30 a.m. Hope to see you in Savannah.